In a world where competition is fierce and consumer expectations are constantly evolving, many companies still settle for just good. But what if there were a way to transform challenges into brilliant opportunities? This is evident in the cases of Wells Fargo and Kroger, companies that chose not just to survive adversity but to thrive by adopting bold strategies, much like the principles outlined in Robert Greene's 33 Strategies of War. For instance, Wells Fargo faced severe questioning about trust in financial institutions, and with a customer-centered approach, it managed to rebuild its reputation and win back consumer loyalty. Meanwhile, Kroger confronted a dilemma in the early 2000s, plagued by dissatisfied customers and rising competition. By acknowledging its weaknesses and reinventing its operations, it transformed its supermarkets into destinations known for quality and freshness. Just as Walgreens excelled in customer service, both Wells Fargo and Kroger demonstrate that focusing on a positive and authentic experience makes all the difference. In this video, we'll connect the battles faced by these companies to valuable lessons in marketing and sales, addressing the ongoing struggles for quality and innovation amid market challenges. Get ready to discover how these organizations not only fought their enemies but emerged as icons of innovation in their respective sectors, showing that striving for excellence is always the best choice. Imagine a pharmacy that refuses to settle for being good. Yes, we're talking about Walgreens. This is the story of how this company rose up, faced its competitors, and utilized smart marketing and sales strategies inspired by Robert Greene's work, The 33 Strategies of War. Let's discover how they turned challenges into opportunities. The first strategy we will explore is polarization, where you declare war on your enemies. Greene teaches us that by polarizing the market, you not only identify your competitors, but also reveal a clear distinction between you and them. Walgreens didn't just view its competitors as mere obstacles, they decided to stand out boldly and assertively. Instead of merely offering common products, they positioned themselves as the pharmacy that truly cares about the health and well-being of its customers. Here, we enter the second key concept: good is the enemy of great. How does this apply to Walgreens? While many pharmacies were content to simply sell products, Walgreens chose to go above and beyond. They implemented the concept of excellent customer service and expanded their range of services. The company introduced services such as pharmaceutical consultations, the ability to speak with health experts, and expedited services for medications. They didn't want to be a choice, they wanted to be the choice. Let's tell the story of an everyday customer named John. One day, he walked into a Walgreens to buy some medicine but walked out with so much more. John was greeted with a smile and immediately approached by a pharmacist who not only provided him with the medication but also offered personalized health tips. He had never received this level of attention at his previous pharmacy. This type of service became Walgreens' trademark. They knew that the key to beating the competition was to exceed customer expectations. They didn't settle for good service, they set a great standard, utilizing the strategy of polarization to differentiate themselves. Thus, Walgreens not only survived but thrived in a competitive market. By implementing polarization and refusing to settle for good, they improved their sales and became a leader in the industry. People knew that choosing Walgreens meant choosing quality and care. As a result, Walgreens established itself not just as a pharmacy but as a pillar of health in its communities. The lesson here is clear: by declaring war on your competitors and focusing on greatness, you can turn any challenge into a huge opportunity. The relationship between marketing and sales present in both works. Part 1. Summary of marketing and sales strategies. Polarization strategy, Robert Greene. Concept: this strategy suggests that to stand out in a competitive market, a company must clearly identify and declare war on its competitors. This means not only recognizing the enemies but also positioning oneself distinctly in relation to them. Application at Walgreens. Walgreens utilized this strategy by differentiating itself not just in terms of products but also in customer service. Instead of settling for good service, they focused on providing personalized experiences that fostered brand loyalty. Focus on greatness, Jim Collins. Concept: the principle, good is the enemy of great, emphasizes the importance of not settling for mediocre results. Successful companies constantly seek excellence, challenging their own limitations. Application at Walgreens: Walgreens expanded its service offerings, including pharmaceutical consultations and specialized care, to go beyond what was considered good. This vision of continuous improvement reinforced its position as a market leader. Customer experience. Concept: creating a shopping experience that captivates consumers is crucial for ensuring loyalty and increasing sales. Application at Walgreens: the focus on customer service, where pharmacists provide personalized advice and support, transformed shopping into memorable experiences, solidifying its reputation. Differentiation as a market strategy. Concept: differentiating from the competition is vital to establish oneself as the best option in the market. Application at Walgreens: the brand positioned itself as the pharmacy that genuinely cares about the health and well-being of its customers, using targeted marketing and aligning its values with consumer expectations. Influence of Robert Greene in the book, Built to Last. Robert Greene's work, especially his strategies on war, has directly influenced the practices and mindset described in Built to Last. Greene's approach to competition, polarization, and the importance of customer experience have been integrated into the business strategies discussed by Jim Collins. Walgreens exemplifies this synergy by identifying the market and positioning itself against its competitors, correctly applying the polarization strategy, creating a standard of excellence that goes beyond the acceptable, reflecting Collins's thoughts on what is necessary to become a built-to-last company. These strategies demonstrate how leadership is crucial for turning challenges into opportunities, leading to sustainable growth and success in competitive business environments.
Have you ever wondered how some brands transform and thrive while others fail to keep up? Today, we will share the inspiring story of Kimberly-Clark, a company that not only overcame challenges but became a global leader in its sector. Let's discover how Robert Greene's mental guerrilla strategy and Jim Collins's leadership principles shaped Kimberly-Clark's path. In a world where the battle for prices and products was the norm, companies struggled in a saturated market. What most didn't realize was the necessity to move away from this traditional confrontation. Kimberly-Clark decided it would not fight the wars of the past. Rather than vying for leadership in the commodity paper products market, Kimberly-Clark shifted its focus. The mental guerrilla strategy suggested by Greene involved an innovative look at consumer needs. Kimberly-Clark didn't settle for just offering paper and diapers. They understood that the real battle lay in consumers' emotions and needs. With creative campaigns and products aimed at comfort and well-being, they reinvented their image. When launching the Huggies brand, for example, Kimberly-Clark didn't just sell diapers, they sold comfort, care, and the dreams of worried parents looking out for their baby's well-being. While competitors were embroiled in a price war, Kimberly-Clark set up an entirely different battleground. This vision was driven by strong leadership, characterized as Level 5 leadership by Jim Collins. The leaders at Kimberly-Clark were humble yet determined, willing to sacrifice their own shine for the team and the company to shine. These leaders understood that their true role was to inspire and motivate their teams, creating an environment where everyone was encouraged to bring innovative ideas. This approach resulted in a culture of collaboration and creativity, essential for the brand's continuous evolution. What was the outcome of this innovative strategy? Kimberly-Clark not only stood out in a saturated market but became synonymous with quality products. Its brands, such as Huggies and Scott, became market leaders, earning consumer trust and loyalty. By not engaging in the battles of the past and focusing on mental guerrilla tactics, Kimberly-Clark transformed the way consumers perceived paper and personal care products. The true triumph lay in touching people's hearts and understanding their emotions. The story of Kimberly-Clark teaches us that in the business world, understanding what people genuinely value is crucial. It's not just about products, but about emotions and experiences. Remember, in war and business, the mind is the true battleground. Relationship between marketing and sales present in both works. Part 2. Summary of marketing and sales strategies. Product innovation. Kimberly-Clark distinguished itself by not just selling basic products, but by reinventing the perception of items such as diapers. The launch of the Huggies brand emphasized comfort and emotional care for parents, transforming the product into an experience. Focus on emotional needs. The company concentrated on understanding the emotions and needs of consumers. This allowed it to create campaigns that not only informed about the products but touched hearts, generating a deeper connection. Mental guerrilla strategy. Instead of competing on price, Kimberly-Clark opted for a mental guerrilla strategy, creating a battleground centered around experiences and emotions, rather than fighting on the same fronts as competitors. Brand positioning. Kimberly-Clark positioned itself as a consumer partner, providing solutions that effectively met their needs. This approach earned the trust and loyalty of customers. Inspirational leadership. Leaders at Kimberly-Clark promoted collaborative and creative management, aligning with the concept of Level 5 leadership. They viewed themselves as facilitators, encouraging the entire team to contribute innovative ideas. Culture of collaboration and innovation. The emphasis on a collaborative environment resulted in a culture that stimulated continuous innovation and the generation of new ideas, essential for the evolution of the brand. Customer loyalty. By understanding and touching consumers' emotions, Kimberly-Clark solidified a trustworthy relationship, resulting in customer loyalty and brand advocacy. Influence of Robert Greene's work, The 33 Strategies of War on Jim Collins's Built to Last. Mental guerrilla as a strategist. Robert Greene's mental guerrilla strategy directly influenced Kimberly-Clark's approach by diverting from traditional marketing practices. This strategy focuses on adapting and responding quickly to consumer behavior, leveraging the environment to innovate and distinguish itself. Narrative shift. Greene's work suggests that battles are not always physical, often, they are psychological. Kimberly-Clark applied this idea by shifting the narrative of its products to center on the emotional well-being of families, thus redefining its brand for consumers. Leadership as a differentiator. Jim Collins's concept of Level 5 leadership aligns with Greene's strategic leadership ideas, recognizing the importance of leaders who focus on team success and innovation. Kimberly-Clark benefited from leaders who fostered a healthy work environment where ideas could flourish. Integration of strategies. The combination of mental guerrilla strategies and effective leadership resulted in a unique market approach, where Kimberly-Clark not only competed but redefined what it meant to be a leader in its sector. This integrity of strategy and execution resonates strongly with Greene's and Collins's proposals. In summary, Kimberly-Clark is a perfect example of how marketing and sales strategies, aligned with Robert Greene's ideas on mental warfare and Jim Collins's leadership principles, can help companies stand out and thrive in a competitive environment. The storytelling surrounding this narrative illustrates the brand's transformation through targeted innovations and emotional connections with consumers.
Have you ever heard of a company that faced great challenges and came out even stronger? Today, we will tell the story of Wells Fargo, an institution that adapted to the whirlwind of events using a powerful strategy from Robert Greene, the counterbalance strategy. In the early 2000s, Wells Fargo encountered a financial storm. Concerned customers, banking scandals, and increasing distrust in financial institutions created a chaotic environment. However, Wells Fargo decided not to be daunted by it. As Robert Greene highlights, in times of crisis, it is essential to maintain composure and find the ideal counterpoint. Instead of panicking, Wells Fargo adopted a methodical approach. Remembering the counterbalance strategy, they began to build trust. How? By focusing on what they could do, providing exceptional service to their customers. They launched customer service initiatives that promoted transparency and commitment. They balanced the negative perception and built a strong foundation of loyalty, demonstrating they could be different from other institutions. As they implemented changes, Wells Fargo also embraced the wisdom contained in Jim Collins's Good to Great. They placed the right people in the right positions, forming teams that were self-sufficient and highly capable. By focusing on people, Wells Fargo not only improved its service but also empowered employees to make quick decisions, allowing teams to respond swiftly to customer needs. It was a true counterpoint to the inertia that dominated other banks. The result? Wells Fargo not only survived the storm but thrived. With a renewed reputation, the company managed to regain consumer trust and established itself as a market leader. By staying calm amidst chaos and applying the counterbalance strategy, Wells Fargo demonstrated that it is possible to turn challenges into opportunities. The story of Wells Fargo teaches us that composure in difficult times is crucial. It's the ability to look beyond chaos and find opportunities that truly makes the difference. Remember, in any storm, calmness can be your best ally. Relationship between marketing and sales present in both works, Part 3. Maintaining calm in times of crisis. Wells Fargo stood out by maintaining composure during periods of economic turbulence. Instead of panicking, the company focused on clear strategies to navigate challenges. Focus on customer service. The company invested in customer service initiatives, providing personalized and innovative services. This helped build a foundation of trust amidst widespread distrust in financial institutions. Implementation of the counterbalance strategy. By applying Robert Greene's counterbalance strategy, Wells Fargo sought to mitigate the negative perceptions surrounding banks, transforming challenges into opportunities through a strong commitment to its customers. Putting the right people in the right roles. Inspired by the principle of first who, then what from Jim Collins, Wells Fargo organized its teams to ensure agility and effectiveness. This focus on having the right people in the right roles increased responsiveness to customer needs. Empowerment of employees. Wells Fargo promoted an environment where employees could make autonomous decisions. This approach not only improved service but also fostered a sense of ownership and responsibility among staff. Rebuilding consumer trust. Through transparent and focused actions, Wells Fargo was able to rebuild consumer trust. This factor proved essential for customer loyalty and growth in its client base. Adopting a proactive change approach. Rather than waiting for economic conditions to improve, Wells Fargo promoted proactive changes to adapt to the new market realities, ensuring a solid position in a competitive environment. Influence of Robert Greene's work. Counterbalance strategy. Greene's counterbalance strategy was central to Wells Fargo's actions, where the company adopted an approach that considered both external adversities and internal needs, always seeking strategic balance. Emotional intelligence. Greene's work emphasizes the importance of understanding and influencing emotions. Wells Fargo applied this concept by emotionally connecting with its customers and creating a corporate culture that prioritized interpersonal relationships. Resilience and insight. Some of Greene's lessons on resilience and adaptation were evident in how Wells Fargo navigated crises. The ability to reorient and adapt to a constantly changing environment aligned with Greene's guidance on how to succeed in challenging times. Influence of Jim Collins' work, Good to Great. First who, then what, principle. Jim Collins argues that a company's success begins with having the right people on board. Wells Fargo applied this principle by ensuring that its team was well-trained and aligned with the company's values, enabling a more effective response to customer needs. Inspirational leadership. Collins' work highlights the importance of leaders who inspire and motivate their teams. At Wells Fargo, leaders were essential in fostering a culture of trust and collaboration, factors that significantly contributed to the company's resilience during tough times. Focus on sustainable results. Collins emphasizes the importance of a long-term vision for success. By concentrating on building lasting relationships with its customers and continually improving its services, Wells Fargo supported this philosophy, resulting in growth and sustainability. In summary, the marketing and sales strategies of Wells Fargo reflect the application of Robert Greene's and Jim Collins' ideas, demonstrating how understanding emotional dynamics and the ability to place the right people in positions to address crises can lead to positive and lasting outcomes in a challenging environment. The convergence of these two works provides a comprehensive understanding of how companies can not only survive but thrive in difficult times.
Have you ever seen desperation turn into opportunities? Today, we will learn the story of Kroger, a company that faced significant challenges and used Robert Greene's death zone strategy to create a true revolution in its marketing and sales. In the early 2000s, Kroger found itself in a dilemma. Competition was on the rise, and customers were disappointed with the quality of service and products. Consumer trust was at risk, and the situation seemed desperate. As Robert Greene suggests, it's in moments of desperation that one must create a sense of urgency. Kroger decided not to wait for things to improve. They faced the harsh reality: change was necessary. Kroger's leadership gathered and decided to create a sense of urgency. But how? They first acknowledged the problems in their operations and truly listened to what their customers were saying. After all, understanding what consumers wanted was crucial. Immediately, Kroger launched an improvement campaign. The strategy was to create a death zone, in which they admitted their weaknesses, while simultaneously promising a better future. They invested in better training for employees, reimagined store layouts, and ensured that fresh products always arrived in top condition. The idea: to make customers feel the difference with every visit. As they faced the raw truth of the situation, Kroger's leaders also did not lose faith in their mission. They created campaigns that emphasized the quality and freshness of their products. Kroger began to position itself as the place for healthy food, offering organic and local products. They wanted customers to know they were making the right choice by shopping there. By promoting authentic initiatives, Kroger succeeded not only in attracting new customers, but also in winning back those who had distanced themselves during tough times. And what was the result of this strategy? Kroger not only weathered the storm but thrived. Sales increased, and popularity grew. The stores became a destination for those seeking quality and freshness. By creating a sense of urgency and facing the truth with faith, Kroger became a shining example of how a crisis can be transformed into an opportunity for growth. The story of Kroger teaches us that in times of desperation, honesty and determination can guide a company to a bright future. If you liked this inspiring story, remember, in moments of crisis, opportunities are just a step away from being discovered. Relationship between marketing and sales present in both works. Part 4. Creating a sense of urgency. Kroger recognized the need to act quickly when facing issues of trust and quality, following Robert Greene's strategy in the death zone. This approach generated a proactive response rather than a passive reaction to the crisis. Facing the harsh truth. Kroger's leadership adopted a transparent stance about its weaknesses, showing consumers that they were aware of the situation. This honesty helped restore customer trust and positioned the company as an agent of change. Customer focus. The company invested in actively listening to customer feedback, understanding their needs and concerns. This focus allowed Kroger to implement changes that truly resonated with what consumers wanted. Employee training and empowerment. Kroger invested in better training for its employees, ensuring they were ready to provide excellent customer service, resulting in more positive experiences in stores. Cultural and image change. The company transformed its image by promoting itself as a healthy food option with fresh and organic products. This change not only attracted new customers, but also won back those who had previously left. Promotion of authentic initiatives. Kroger launched marketing campaigns that emphasized the quality and freshness of its products, creating a genuine value proposition aligned with consumer expectations. Influence of Robert Greene's work in Jim Collins's Good to Great chapter, Create a Sense of Urgency and Desperation, the Death Zone Strategy. This strategy from Greene was fundamental for Kroger, which found itself in a critical situation. The company utilized urgency as a driving force to implement rapid changes and bold decisions, understanding that crises can be pivotal moments for transforming challenges into opportunities. Impact on Kroger's storytelling. Kroger's narrative exemplifies how to confront the harsh truth without losing faith in the company's mission. The storytelling that emerges from this journey highlights the courage to recognize problems, the dedication to offering solutions, and the commitment to continuous improvement. The honest approach of Kroger not only helped create a deeper connection with consumers, but also illustrates how applying Greene's strategies can transform public perception and drive organizational success. Conclusion: the marketing and sales strategies implemented by Kroger, based on Robert Greene's concepts, demonstrate how facing crises with honesty, urgency, and customer focus can lead to significant transformation. This combination of strategies and storytelling not only helped Kroger emerge from the crisis, but also established a solid foundation for a more promising future.
Did you know that even the best companies face huge challenges? Today, we will discover how Abbott overcame difficulties by applying Robert Greene's strategies to simplify its marketing and sales operations and win the hearts of consumers. At a critical moment, Abbott found itself trapped in the traps of groupthink. Marketing and sales decisions were made without clear alignment, resulting in confusing products that did not resonate with consumers' desires. Robert Greene warns us about the dangers of groupthink, which stifles originality and innovation. To stand out, Abbott knew it had to change its marketing approach to focus on simplicity and effectiveness. Determined to avoid the pitfalls of groupthink, Abbott's leaders implemented Greene's command and control strategy. They began to constructively question ideas, fostering an environment where marketing proposals were rigorously tested and evaluated. With this new approach, they were able to align their marketing and sales strategies with the real expectations and needs of consumers. When a sales idea proved effective, it was widely promoted and supported by the team. By utilizing the hedgehog concept, Abbott identified 3 essential areas: what healthcare professionals value, what patients truly need, and where the company has a legitimate competitive advantage. Integrating these 3 dimensions allowed Abbott to create marketing campaigns and develop products that stood out in the market. The focus was on conveying a clear and simple message, attracting consumers directly and effectively. And what was the result? Abbott not only successfully repositioned its products but also regained the trust of doctors and patients. Sales significantly increased, and the company emerged as a symbol of quality and innovation in the industry. By avoiding the traps of groupthink and adopting a command and control approach, Abbott effectively focused on marketing and sales strategies that resulted in tangible success. The story of Abbott teaches us that in times of complexity, simplicity in marketing and sales strategies is a powerful ally. Straying from the path of simplicity is the first step toward a bright future. Relationship between marketing and sales present in both works, Part 5. Here are the marketing and sales lessons drawn from the narrative about Abbott, along with the influence of Robert Greene's The 33 Strategies of War, and Jim Collins's Principles from Good to Great, and how these ideas interconnect in the presented case. Marketing and sales lessons. Focus on simplicity. Abbott's marketing strategies emphasize simplicity. Clarity in communication and product offerings helps to win over consumers. This principle aligns with the hedgehog concept, suggesting that companies should concentrate on what they do best. Understanding consumer needs. Abbott utilized market analysis to better understand what consumers and healthcare professionals truly value. This active listening is fundamental for shaping effective sales strategies. Innovation through constructive criticism. The application of Greene's command and control strategy encouraged Abbott to challenge ideas and proposals, allowing innovation to emerge. This is crucial for adapting to a constantly changing market. Internal alignment. Integrating teams around a clear and coherent vision for products and services ensured that all parts of the company were in sync, enhancing the effectiveness of marketing and sales efforts. Focused and direct messaging. Abbott learned to communicate its messages clearly and impactfully, which facilitated resonance with customers. Simplicity in advertising campaigns and product explanations was key to their acceptance. Influence of the 33 Strategies of War. Avoiding the pitfalls of groupthink. Greene's command and control strategy was essential for Abbott, enabling its leaders to avoid blind conformity and seek originality in decision-making. Gathering and revising strategies. The ability to review and challenge existing ideas in strategic meetings reflected a proactive rather than reactive strategy, a key theme in Greene's works. Innovation as a form of attack. By understanding consumer needs and introducing innovative solutions, Abbott tactically attacked the competition through product differentiation and agile marketing. Connections to good to great. Hedgehog concept. The core of this concept lies in aligning what a company loves to do, what the market wants, and where it can be the best. Abbott applied this principle to direct its marketing and sales efforts coherently and effectively. Focus and discipline. Both works emphasize the importance of focus. Abbott demonstrated this by concentrating on areas where it could excel, avoiding dilution of its message in multiple directions. Culture of learning. Just as Collins highlights the importance of a culture that promotes constant learning, Abbott created an environment where constructive criticism and innovation were encouraged, allowing the company to adapt quickly. How the 33 strategies of war influenced the case of storytelling. Robert Greene's The 33 Strategies of War influenced Abbott's storytelling in crucial ways. Challenging norms. By establishing a culture where questioning was welcome, Abbott reinforced the idea that transgressing norms is necessary for innovation. This reflects Greene's principle of not succumbing to groupthink but seeking divergent opinions. Focus on strategy. The lessons learned from market analysis allowed Abbott to formulate a clear strategy, aligning its marketing and sales actions with the company's mission. This connects to the concept of focus present in both works. Ability to adapt. Quick adaptation to consumer realities, guided by a strategy of control and review, exemplifies how Abbott operationalized Greene's ideas in a dynamic market context. Effective storytelling. Abbott's storytelling reflects a profound understanding of customer needs, grounded in principles of simplicity and focus, aligning with Greene's and Collins's strategies. The narrative becomes a powerful marketing tool by linking strategic principles to real stories of impact and results. These connections and lessons illustrate how Abbott utilized strategic insights from both works in an integrated manner, resulting in a marketing and sales approach that not only stood out but also continuously adapted to market demands.
End summary. When we analyze the marketing and sales strategies of companies like Kroger, Abbott, Wells Fargo, and Kimberly-Clark, we realize how each of them applies the principles outlined in the works The 33 Strategies of War by Robert Greene and Built to Last. These organizations demonstrate a remarkable ability to adapt to market dynamics and effectively position their brands, using tactics that not only strengthen their presence, but also ensure consumer loyalty. The competence in understanding their audiences and implementing robust strategies has been fundamental to their ongoing success and the mitigation of market challenges. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, so don't hesitate to share your insights or questions. Remember to leave a like so that YouTube recognizes the value of this content and suggests it to others. Your support helps us reach a wider audience. Thank you.